It all started in San Diego for Jake Peavy. It's where he became one of the most dominant arms in the game and took home the Cy Young in 2007. Now the veteran has brought his fire to San Francisco. Today, he faces his former team for the first time in his career. It's Jake Peavy getting a final tune-up for the postseason. Next. Day baseball here at AT&T Park. Our good fans filing into the ballpark. This is game 3 of this 4-game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me, as always, is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants took one on the chin last night. They already know that they're going to be playing on Wednesday in the wild card game. And, Mike, this is a lineup today where we're seeing some young guys, some guys that haven't played a whole lot, and also Jake Peavy. I mean, this may be a special start for him.
Well, indeed, for Jake Peavy, not only is it a tune-up for him as he will prepare himself to pitch hopefully deeper into the playoffs, but it's also the first time he's ever going to pitch against this San Diego Padres team, and that's the team he came into the big leagues with. That is always a special day, but it's also a reward for the guys who had great years in the minor leagues, and it's also our first chance to take a look at Gary Brown, who will be starting in center field, the former first-round pick for the Giants, making start number 1. You know he's pretty pumped.
All right, should be fun here this afternoon at the ballpark. All right, when we come back, we will have the lineups and the very first pitch of this game, and we'll do that right after these messages.
On Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, try Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. And by Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
Outside of AT&T Park as we get ready for Giants baseball, our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open weekend. 69 degrees here at the yard. Light winds, humidity at 64%, and we have lots of sunshine. Jake Peavy leading the Giants out of their dugout. And the lineup that Peavy will be facing, it'll look like this. It'll be Venable, Spangenberg, followed by Yasmani Grandal, and then Seth Smith. And you can see Smith. He hits right-handers, followed by Jan Solarte, then Alexi Amarista, the local kid Jake Gobert, followed by Cameron Maybin, and then Eric Stoltz, the lefty.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the 33-year-old right-hander Jake Peavy, making start number 32, 7-13 on the year, 3.78 ERA. With the Giants, he's 6-4 with a 2.20 ERA. He has been an incredible shot in the arm for this Giants team. And how does he do it? Well, he'll give you a low three-quarter release that has natural sink. He'll cut the fastball as well. It'll be high 80s, low 90s, depending on the grip. He'll throw a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. Anything at any time. This today, however, marks a milestone for Jake Peavy because this is the first time he's ever had a start against the team that he came into the big leagues with, the San Diego Padres. Now let's take a look at his defense. Starting in the Giants outfield from left to right, it'll be Dominguez, Brown, and Perez. Great arm at left, good arm at center, good arm at right. Crawford, Arias on the left side of the infield, Duffy and Bell on the right side. Andrew Susac, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
And stepping in will be Will Venable. And the first pitch of the ball game from Jake Peavy is on its way, and it's a call strike. So we get started 1 minute late at 1:06. Venable hitting .224. He's got 4 hits in the series, and Peavy comes back with another strike. It's 0-2.
Going to see a good low strike zone today with Chris Guccione, the plate umpire, and there is width on both sides of the plate. Not many belt high strikes, but a lot of knees and a lot of consistency with his zone down in that part of the strike zone.
And the 0-2 pitch is down low, blocked by Andrew Susac. It's Brian Knight at first, Tom Hallion at second, Eric Cooper is at third. And Tom Hallion, the longtime crew chief in this group. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And this is lifted out to Dominguez. And that's how this game gets started on a ball that carried well out to left field. 1 out.
Take a look at Peavy's motion, brought to you by our Exmo and brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Very high leg kick, low three-quarter release. Really pronates through and gets a lot of turnover, which causes sink. And his sink will run away from a lefty. He's always had great movement. Not quite the velocity when he first came into the big leagues and enabled him to win a Cy Young award. But always movement, lots of ground balls.
Here's Spangenberg, who's hitting .259. 2 home runs, 8 driven in. All that has happened in 18 games for the former #1 pick. And that pitch is a bit wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a strike to Spangenberg, and it's 1-2. Nice crowd today. Lazy Saturday afternoon. The second to the last regular season home game. And it's just in tight, 2-2. Giants would like to finish strong. The girls are here.
A couple of teachers, and they love the Giants.
This is hit slowly to Belt. Belt will step on the bag with those size 16s, and that's 2 down.
All right, time for our Nissan keys to the game. And number 1, Gary Brown's first big league start. So what do you say we get Gary Brown's first big league hit? That'll be a key. And number 2, this is a have fun day. I mean, the fate has been determined with this Giants team. They are going to open up on the road, and they are going to play in the wild card game. So today, a reward for a lot of the guys who had great years in the minor leagues. What do you say we have fun? And that is our Nissan keys to the game.
And likely on Wednesday, you see the pitcher and the catcher right there in your screen. Here's Yasmani Grandal. And Grandal takes up and in. 1 ball and no strikes.
And what was the other point you said about the guys who aren't playing today, the regulars? What do they get to do?
Yeah, they get to cheer for the guys that have been cheering for them.
It is a fun day.
And you just saw Buster Posey and Madison Bumgarner and Pablo Sandoval, that whole group. Look, Hunter Pence, he starts every game except this one today.
Well, it ended his consecutive game streak starting.
Right now, he does not know what to do with himself.
He's definitely not used to the bench. Now, he may get this ball game as a pinch hitter. Who knows? But a day to rest legs that have earned a rest.
It's 3-1 to Grandal, who's had a good series. PV throws the 3-1 pitch wide, so Grandal's going to reach. And that'll bring up Smith. Seth Smith hitting .266.
It is a fun day, but in the mind of Jake Peavy, I mean, this is a regular start. This is game on. He wants to get sharp, his final start before the playoffs. Giants would have to win on Wednesday for him to get a start.
And that pitch is low and in. Grandal looked like he had thoughts of taking off. He's got 3 steals, and he hasn't been caught this year. On deck, should Smith reach, is Jan Solarte. And the 1-0, and Smith bounces this one towards the hole, but moving to his left is Duffy. He's going to recover, but not in time to make a throw. So that should be an error on Duffy. And that'll bring up Solarte.
It has in fact been ruled a base hit, which is the first hit of the game, and
that's a bad call.
Rooting his teammates on, very boisterous and animated throughout his start.
That's a bad call.
Yeah, that's a bad call. That may get changed.
So here's Solarte hitting .272.
I mean, ideally, your first hit that you give up in a game should be a clean hit. That was not.
Well, even besides that, it's still an error.
And folks, this is from an old second baseman.
Oh, and 1 to Solarte. Hit on the ground. Duffy gets another chance. And this is going to end the inning. No runs, 2 left. Brown, Duffy, Belt coming up. And it'll go like this. Bruce Bochy's lineup: Brown, Duffy, and Belt. Susak gets to be the cleanup hitter. Arias is in the 5th slot. And yeah, he's really dialed it up after a rough first half of the season. Crawford is hitting 6th, then Dominguez, Perez, and Peavy.
On the hill today for the Padres will be Eric Stoltz. Stoltz, 34 years old. He is a 4-year veteran. This is his year. 31 starts, 8-17 with a 4.42 ERA. He's a finesse guy. You're going to see a high 80s fastball. He will sink and cut the fastball. Big curveball, a slider, and a changeup. And he's just going to softball. He's got outstanding command, and that's how he has to beat you. So today is kind of rookie rock. A lot of rooks out there in the field. They're going to have to do their battle against a crafty veteran in Eric Stoltz. Let's take a look at that Padres defense playing behind Stoltz today, starting in the outfield from left to right. It's going to be Smith, Maben, and Venable. That's your outfield. Amarista and Solarte on the left side, Spangenberg and Gobert on the right side, and Yasmani Grandal will be in the squad putting down the signs.
So Brown bluffs a bunt, and he takes a strike. Now, this is not Gary Brown's first at bat. It is, however, his first start. Brown is 0 for 2. And he fouls it back. No balls and 2 strikes. Gary Brown going to number 56, or he's going with the number they gave him. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it's the one they gave him.
You don't have a whole lot of say-so when you get called up in September. Yeah, 56. They're telling us in the truck. That's right. Andres Torres was 56.
I had a chance to see Andres yesterday. Looked in incredible shape.
Fabulous. 1-2 delivery. And tight and a bit high to Brown. 2-2. Remember Ryan Sadowski?
He was a 56.
The big Sadowski. 2-2 pitch to Brown. Brown rolls it foul. He pitched the game of his life in Milwaukee, the big Sadowski.
It's what the Giants needed.
It really was. They were leaking oil in Milwaukee one year, and the big Sadowski. I don't remember if he threw up a shutout, but he got a big win.
Close to it.
Brown taps it, and he stays alive. It remains 2-2.
Now Gary Brown gets to carry on the tradition of the number 56. He hits .271 for Fresno this year with 24 doubles, 6 triples, 10 home runs, 53 RBIs. Stole 36 bags.
And the high fastball, and he fouls it back. Yeah, you make the sign. We like to see your face.
So Andrew Hernandez, welcome.
There's right, Andrew, a good-looking kid. Tapped back to Stoltz, and Brown is retired. That's what Stoltz will do. He'll get a lot of those young hitters off balance with 2 strikes.
Well, that's how Stoltz has to beat you. I mean, he's totally a finesse guy, and he's going to softball you, and he's never going to give into a fastball and a fastball count, ever.
Here's Scott Geralt's number 50. Actually, it's Matt Duffy. I mean, you see certain numbers and you associate them. That's what 50 reminds me of. Scott Geralt. Connor Gillespie was number 50.
Connor Gillespie.
Into the hole. Amarista is going to backhand it. No throw. Duffy's aboard. Yeah, William Van Landingham, they're telling us in the truck, number 50. Or, as you once called him, William Van Launching Pad.
He was a good Giant.
He had a bad day one day. And he
just one day.
Dropped it on him.
It just seemed so natural.
Here's Belt. Belt hitting .239. 12 home runs, 26 driven in. Belt has not had a lot of luck against Stoltz. 3 for 18. Duffy with his lead. And Belt fouls it back and out of play. Gobert is the first baseman holding on Duffy.
You know, one of the things we talked about last night in watching the at-bats that Brandon Belt had was how well he was staying on his back leg. And this will be another test because of the amount of off-speed stuff you're going to see from Stoltz. And it's not an easy thing to stay back on your back leg when the guy has as many off-speed pitches as Stoltz has.
Belt takes low and away. And back is Duffy, who falls back into first. There's Missy Mikulicki, one of our team photographers.
Well, when you see Missy, you're going to see a camera in her hand. Andrew Cuno, the other photographer of the Giants team.
One ball and one strike to Belt. Belt hooks one down the right field line. This is trouble. Off of archway number 1, and they're going to wave in Duffy. And there'll be no throw, and the Giants lead 1-0. Well, it's not very often you'll see the way the right fielder is set up where a team takes advantage of it, and that time the Giants did.
We're going to make our forward right choice, and the right fielder Will Venable playing in right center. They exposed the line, and look at the hand stay back as the lower body slid forward, and it allowed him to sort of hook this ball down the right field line. And once it got in the corner for Duffy, who saw that it wasn't going to get caught, had a great jump. And Tim Flannery said, "You're going to come on, baby. Let her rip." Brings him all the way in from first base, and there was no throw. So Bell, another good at bat as he starts to get honed for the playoffs.
Here's Susac. Or if we're just going by numbers, Jesse Foppert at the plate.
Jesse Foppert.
Mark Grant wore this number 1 year. Now Andrew Susac, and I don't believe he's going to be giving up this number for quite some time. He takes low.
Guys get superstitious too. Sometimes a kid will come up and he gets the big leagues and he's number 56, and he plays well and stays. Now the next spring, a clubhouse guy will say, "I have a lower number if you want a lower number." No thanks, I'm good. I'll stay here.
We're good.
It kind of was the case with Andres Torres.
Yep. Bounce foul. All right, let's see what the Flan Man's doing.
Flan Man doing a serious left arm windmill. Bringing in Matt Duffy. It's fun to watch Tim Flannery work at third base. We believe he's the best in the business.
1-2 to Susac. Arias to follow. Belt with his lead at second. Swing and a miss. Susac is gone. And here's Arias. Tied him up.
I mean, that's the thing that Stoltz will do, though. I mean, to a right-handed hitter, he'll put you to sleep, a changeup, a little backdoor breaking ball. And about the time he throws a fastball, he'll throw it right at the belt with a little cut. And it just bunches you up. And you wouldn't think that a fastball at 86 could do that to a guy, but it can, especially once off-speed's been established in his mind.
Here's Joaquin Arias. Arias has got pretty good numbers lifetime against Stoltz. He's had 24 at-bats against him. 9 hits, Got a double and a home run against Stoltz. Pokes this one into right field, and coming in is Venable, and that's going to end the inning. Giants on the board on a single and a double after 1-0 Giants.
Bay Area is brought to you by Eric's Deli Cafe, who reminds you not to be jerking gherkins around.
Well, looking for access to Giants postseason tickets, get on deck. And you can do that by becoming a 2014 season ticket member. You need a $500 deposit and call this number, 415-972-2298. Is Alexi Amarista takes a call strike. 1-0 Giants. Amarista hitting .243. It seems like he hits .443 against the Giants.
Well, he's gotten to be a pretty good player, and he's very versatile.
This is popped up to Crawford. And let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, gentlemen, as you mentioned, the lineup looking a little bit different today. A lot of the rookies getting a shot. And Bruce Bochy said not only did he need to give his starters a break, but now that it's been established they will travel for that wild card game, he has to reset his roster. It goes back to 25 men. He doesn't need all of his starters for one game. So some of these rookies, they're making a case for themselves today to make that roster, guys.
All right, good stuff. There's a strike to Jake Gobert.
And that's one thing about the playoffs. I mean, every tier you can redo your roster. You can have 25 active, but rare that it is the same 25 for the first, second, or third tier. You kind of build your roster for that particular team. So with the one game against either the Pirates or the Cardinals, you build what you think is your best chance to beat that team.
There's 3 pitches and see you later. Gobert down, and here's Maben. I don't think Mr. Gobert was picking up Peavy at all.
I agree.
Here's Maben. Maben hitting .241. Big, tall, lanky, right-handed hitter. There's a call strike. You see guys built like Maben, and having spent a lot of time sitting next to my partner, Pitch these guys in.
Until they prove to you they can hit it. Right there is perfect.
It takes a long time to get those long arms extended. That's the reason. The guys with short arms, no, don't pitch them in.
No. Away, all day away. Guys that are tall, you pitch them up. Guys that are short, you pitch them down.
That's just the basic scouting report. And you could go into a game with that. If he thought he had a strike, it's a walk. Here's the pitcher, Stoltz. Stoltz is 4 for 45. That game between the Pirates and the Reds is in extra innings. It's a huge game for the Pirates to see if they can overtake the Cardinals, or at least tie the Cardinals. The difference is one game in that National League Central. The Giants are hoping for those two teams to play on Monday. Stoltz with a swing and a miss. No balls and one strike.
Cardinals are playing later tonight in Arizona. And you can bet that they're paying very close attention to that game in Cincinnati right now between the Pirates and the Reds.
You can bet that that game is, they have like 4 TVs in that big clubhouse in Arizona, and you can be assured they're all on the one game. 0-2 to Stoltz. Stoltz hits this one on the ground, foul.
Ball dude a little slow. That's Rich Brown. It's the Brown brothers. Rich at first today, being a ball dude. Left Brown will be our third base ball dude.
Left?
Yep.
How do you spell that?
L-E-F-F. Left Brown. There's left. That's short for left field is his full name.
Left. So that's why he's down that line?
Yeah, he's got to be on the left field line.
1-2. Stoltz being a pain right now for Peavy. It stays at 1-2. And another 1-2. Got him, and that'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts for Peavy. Crawford, Dominguez, Perez. with timeless moment. It happened on this date in 1997. John Miller with the call.
Beck delivers. Swing and a miss! The Giants have won the National League West. And for the first time in 8 years, they're headed for the postseason.
Yeah, that last shot with Bonds on top of the dugout hugging the fans, really one of the great photographs that they have hanging up here at our level. So that was a year removed from a 94 loss season. How about that, as Crawford takes a strike?
Yeah, they went from last to first. It used to be unthinkable in previous generations, but now we see it happen a lot more frequently. And we also see it go the other way, from first to last. And we saw it this year in the American League East. Boston Red Sox last year, the world champions. This year, last in the National League or American League East.
Crawford fouls it back.
Made a play. At least he got one high five. And he knew what to do with it. Very well done. Well played.
In the dirt to Crawford, 2-2.
But you have a different approach against a hard thrower and then against a guy like Stoltz who's just going to softball you?
Well, I think you have to realize that he's probably not going to throw the ball by you. So you don't really have to worry so much about that. It's the hard throwers where you got to get it started a little earlier, not with Stoltz. So you should be able to see the ball pretty well off a guy like him. 3-2 to Crawford. Dominguez is on deck. Pulled on the ground, foul. Crawford pops this one over by the on-deck circle, but out of play.
See a lot of the young players playing today, not a lot of the regulars. You say, well, why is Brandon Crawford playing? Well, he comes into this game hitting 246, and he wants to hit 250 or higher.
He's putting on a pretty good at bat against Stoltz. Yeah.
Well, there's Jordan. And who's her friend? I don't know about that guy.
No, but he's afraid of us. I know that. 3-2. And Crawford out swinging. Here at the yard tonight, sitting down to our right is Jim Davenport. Davey's here. You can see, won a Gold Glove. 12 years with the Giants. Also been a coach.
Manager.
In the big leagues, a manager. He's done everything in this organization that you could possibly do. And if you remember Jim Davenport, he wears the number that Joe Panik wears now, number 12. As Dominguez fouls it out of play.
Good to see Davey at the ballpark. Good baseball man. Copper, go get a bat, bunt him over. Crew cow, where's Copper?
No balls in one strike. Dominguez down the right field line. Is this a? No, it's not. It's a foul ball. If you think about numbers, and Chris Dominguez number 10, Johnny Lee was number 10.
John LeMaster, former teammate of ours. Good guy.
It's a good number.
Yeah, 10's a good number. It's not the loneliest number.
It isn't. It's as close to single digits as you're going to get. Dominguez into the dugout.
I thought it was pretty cool when I turned 10 that I had 2 numbers at my age.
Yeah. Hoping that you'd have 3.
That was the goal.
Got him. It's the pitch that Stultz eats up young hitters with right there.
Well, it's a little changeup. It's got a little fall off movement that runs down and away from right-handed hitter. And Dominguez expected a whole lot more than what he got.
Perez has seen that pitch a lot. I know that because he's 1 for 11 lifetime.
There's not a finesse pitcher in this game that doesn't think he has an advantage over a young hitter. Not one.
Perez hitting 158. Rolls this one on the ground. Backhanded by Solarte. Better hurry. Not in time. I said you better hurry.
Well, the Padres are going to take a look at that one. So is Bud Black going to come out and stall for time? But just a little hesitation where Solarte kind of gathered himself, and you can't do that with Juan Perez, even from the right side.
Well, he beat it out.
I don't know about that look. They're not going to look at it.
I'm saying he beat it out.
Dave Roberts, former Giant, is called off the jam. They will not argue.
Bad guy, Dave Roberts.
Yeah. About as good a guy as there is in the game right there.
Here's Peavy. Peavy high and foul down the right field line and out of play.
And that infield single does allow Peavy to bat this inning. So it becomes a significant 2-out knock by Perez. Not a steal situation either for Perez. Do not want to get thrown out.
Peavy does not have a hit this year. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. Gary Brown to follow. Got him, and that'll end the inning. Is Stultz strikes out the side. 3rd inning coming up. It'll be the top of the order. It's 1-0 Giants.
On Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Prism. Now your team can collaborate at a whole new level with video walls from Prism. Learn how at Prism.com.
Well, if you're not a season ticket member, you still have a shot at purchasing individual game tickets for the postseason. Register right now at sfgiants.com/tickets for a special opportunity to purchase tickets to possible postseason play right here at AT&T Park. Again, that's sfgiants.com/tickets to register.
Giants on top 1-0. And it'll be Will Venable, or as his mom calls him, William, will take the pitch down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Spangenberg and then Grandal. And Peavy with a nice pitch and a swing. And it is.
That's a good changeup. Movement that works its way away from a lefty with a little sink on it.
And that comes back and hits the corner, 1-2.
And he goes front door sink with the 2-seam fastball and takes out the inside location. So 2 perfect pitches, a 1-0 changeup and then a front door sinker to get to the 1-2 advantage.
Tried it again and misses 2-2. Arias on a big hop, and he throws out Venable. The game we were just talking about, the Reds just beat the Pirates 10-6 the final. Ramon Santiago hit a grand slam. So that would mean if the Cardinals win tonight, they clinch.
Cardinals win tonight, it's over. Now the only way that the Pirates could get into a situation where they could win the division championship is if they win tomorrow and the Cardinals lose tonight and tomorrow, which would then cause a 1-game playoff for the division championship, which would be Monday.
Dominguez giving chase, heads up as he slides into that sidewalk. Oh, and 2 to Spangenberg. And the pitch is just outside, 1-2. Tap foul. On deck is Yasmani Grandal. There's Grandal. Grandal catching today. Giants lead on an RBI double off the bat of Brandon Belt. There's a foul out of play. Nice catch. There you go. Fries in one hand, glove in the other, and what do? You put it right in a sweet spot.
Look at the size of that glove. I like big mitts, and I cannot lie.
That's a tap foul. 1-2.
That was a great play.
Here's the old catcher's mitt, lefty style.
Don't see too many left-handed catchers. Left, Brown. Catcher.
Hit out into Triple's alley. 2 outs. That's not the area you want to hit him unless you got lots of power. So here's Grandal, 1 ball and no strikes. At the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Padres have 1 hit. Smith had a base hit in the first. There's a pitch down low, which we thought was an error. But we are not consulted on these.
We both agreed that it should not have been a hit, but it stands.
2-2.
I wonder if you're an official scorer and you make a call like that, that can be controversial, and not everybody agrees with it. If as the game wears on and there's no hits, if you start hoping for another hit just to get yourself off the hook.
How about hoping for a bunch of them? Not sure Cuccione was that all pleased with Jake Peavy.
Well, Peavy thought he had the front door sinker nailed on that corner.
And that's a foul back.
Now here's the pitch in question that Peavy thought he should have had that would have ended the at-bat for Grandal.
I think if we all voted on that, we might vote that that's a strike.
I know Andrew Susak was. He held up that mitt there for a while.
So the walk. All right, let's go to our Comcast Sportsnet studio for an update. Ahmed, take it away. Yes, indeed. Here's Smith with Grandal at first. Regardless, it's St. Louis or Pittsburgh. The Giants will leave on Monday, and they will not pack just for Pittsburgh. They will pack for Pittsburgh or St. Louis and Washington, D.C.
So everybody's looking at the Weather Channel. It's back east this time of year. You never really know what you're going to get.
This is sliced into left for a base hit. So Peavy's probably come back to that pitch to Grandal thinking, man, I should be out of this inning.
Well, your mind does do that to you, but you cannot let it, because it'll definitely cloud your focus on the pitch you're about to make. It's just a mental trap. I mean, you have to have a. I mean, get mad, absolutely get upset about it, and then let it go, move on.
Solarte in this same spot in the first bounced out to Duffy, and he's going to bounce this one to Belt, and Belt shovels it to Peavy, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, a hit, 2 left. It'll be Brown, Duffy, and Belt coming up. Now to order your pair of historic seats from Candlestick Park. The deadline now to purchase is October 15th, so don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime offer. Again, October 15th, that's the deadline. And to purchase your seats, go to sfgiants.com/candlestickmemories. You can get seats with the autographs of some of the folks you just saw.
I want to get that. I want to get that. I want to get that.
I'm going to get you a pair. It doesn't really look like a bad place to be this afternoon out on the Cove. Just floating around as here's Gary Brown as he bunts this one. Is this his first big league hit? It is, yes! As he goes down and chasing down the ball is the second baseman Spangenberg, and that is the first big league hit. And you don't see too many bunts, but congratulations to Gary Brown. And they're going to stand here at the ballpark. How about that?
A nice ovation. He's got himself a batting average. He's got good speed. And Solarte, who has a good arm, it was going to come down to a very close play. And fortunately for Gary Brown, it wasn't a very accurate throw, and he indeed comes up his first big league knock. Nice goal, Gary Brown.
Here's Duffy.
He waited a long time for that.
You know, sometimes they'll get the baseball and they'll get a bogus one and start writing on it. There's a good angle of the base hit. So Duffy, who singled, is at the plate, and he drives one to right. However, standing right there and catching it is Venable.
Good at bat.
So they get the bogus ball, right, and then they'll write something on that baseball. And they might actually write on there the bogus ball. Oh, just a simple little bunt base hit.
He never really had a great grip. Looked like he wound up throwing a palm ball. And Jake Gobert just could not come up with the one hop. Yeah, with the authenticator, it kind of takes it away, doesn't it?
It does. Although Brown doesn't know that there's an authenticator down there. At least I hope he doesn't.
Well, I didn't know till like about August.
Which was what, like last month? That's not true.
Just kidding.
Belt takes wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Susak on deck. One ball and 1 strike. Belt goes the other way, but it's in the park to Smith. Let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
All right, gentlemen, this news just being told to us by the San Francisco Giants. Matt Cain apparently underwent ankle surgery this morning, arthroscopic, to remove a bone spur from his right ankle. Recovery time 2 months, so he should be in tip-top shape come spring training 2015, getting everything fixed, guys.
Well, you know, look, if you're going to get one thing done and you got some other issues, get it all done. So good for Matt Cain. Here's Susak, who takes it wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Tell you what, you think about the innings that young man has logged, not just during the regular season, but in postseason for the Giants.
It's the 60,000-mile checkup.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, this is not going to be his last surgery.
There's a base hit for Susak.
But bone chips are funny. I mean, you know, usually when you have one, you have like 30 of them. And they're hard to get them all. I speak from experience.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not something that you're guessing.
But the good part about bone chip surgeries is that you don't have to go through any ligaments to get after them for the most part. Usually it's a pretty clean surgery. And if you have bone chips in your elbow, well, chances are you got them in your ankle too.
1-0 to Arias. Arias taps this one right out in front of home plate. And Grandal's going to throw him out. Giants with a couple of hits. We'll head to the fourth. Amarista is going to lead things off.
Geico quote. This one comes from Madison Bumgarner on opening postseason on the road. He says, "We don't know exactly where we're going, but we know we're going somewhere, and we'll be prepared for it. I don't think about a whole lot. Try to treat them all the same no matter where we are. Obviously, we'd like to play in front of the fans here. Hopefully, there are a few more series to come after that one-game playoff." And I think he speaks for all the Giants. Number one, you're just happy to be in it. I mean, ideally, you'd like to have home field advantage at home and be guaranteed a 5-game playoff as a division champion, but no, you go another route.
Here's Amarista, 1-0 Giants.
But the bottom line is there's no bad route once you get in the playoffs.
No.
You're in.
You get a chance.
Yeah, and you know what? You never really can take it for granted. We're watching the Kansas City Royals, who last night qualified to play in the playoffs for the first time in 29 years.
29.
Last time they were in the playoffs, Ronald Reagan was president.
I didn't have any kids then. Here's a call strike.
That is true.
What year? 85?
Yeah.
I was single for a while in 85. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, that's a long time.
It's a long time for a team not to get into the playoffs.
I mean, it's not a long time to be married. I want to make that perfectly clear right now.
Good save.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Gobert to follow. Fouled out of play. Amarista popped out to Crawford to lead off the second. This is the fourth. And for Peavy, pitch-wise, he's at 64. I don't have any idea what the plan is for Jake Peavy. But I do believe they'd like to get him 5 if he's got the lead. And that got Susak right on the button.
Shake it off. That's all you can do. Gets him right square in the forehead. Watch him as he receives it. You can see how solid his lower body is. I mean, there's no rock back at all. I mean, that's really how you can tell how solid a receiver is.
Dominguez battling the sun, and he's going to hang in there and put it away. And here's Gobert. Going back to your point, Mike, is if think about the wild card. It was in 2012 where the Cardinals had to beat the Braves in that one-game wild card. And remember, it was an infield fly rule that was called, and a lot of things happened. But the Cardinals were one win away from going to the World Series, and they got in as a wild card. So you can do it.
Well, I think to a degree it's even easier to play as an underdog. We saw the Giants big underdogs in 2010, 2012. It gives you a chip. And a chip on your shoulder this time of year, I mean, that's a good thing.
It's going to be a while before the Nationals play. One ball and 2 strikes to Jake Gobert. Gobert struck out on the second. Out of play. A lot of foul balls against Jake Peavy.
Well, 70 pitches into the 4th inning here. I mean, he really hasn't had to throw a lot of stress pitches out of the stretch. And he wants a tune-up. He doesn't want to lay idle.
In tight, 2-2.
If the Giants were to get to the next level and face Washington, chances are it would be Peavy that would open things up on it in Washington next Friday. And as competitive as he is, and we've come to figure this guy out pretty quickly, he's not going to make it. He's not going to want to make it a 4-inning maintenance outing. He's going to want to compete, go at least 5.
Absolutely.
Especially against his old team. It's the first time he's ever pitched against the Padres.
Nice catch. Guy eating a sandwich. Flips it to this little guy who recovers. And he is psyched.
That is a good man. How about that kid? And you say, how many people in this ballpark are going to take a baseball to bed with him? Well, that guy is.
Here's his bounce to Duffy, and Duffy's going to wrestle it. The look on that kid's face, like, really?
All right, let's take a look at the play.
Eating a sandwich.
One-hander. Oh, yeah, there's my guy. Here you go, kid. Become a baseball fan for life. And he just did. Psyched up.
He's got the Madison Bumgarner hat on. That's the best.
He looked at his mom immediately to see if it was okay.
Yeah, can I keep it? Here's Maben. Maben takes a strike.
And once she signed off on it.
The beauty of a baseball to a little kid. The 0-1 pitch to Maben. And that runs in tight.
Now he's telling Dad the whole story.
Yep. Perez is coming in, and he dropped it. And now he's got a shot to throw him out, and he doesn't do it. Perez got over there in plenty of time, and that'll be an error.
Now, these are tough errors to swallow if you're a big leaguer. When you can get this much glove on a baseball, he kind of took a circular route to get to it. But when you get this much glove on a ball, that ball's got to get caught. That's an embarrassing error. That's when you can't believe you dropped.
No, and then he really, I bet he can't believe he didn't throw Maben out at second. So Stultz swings and misses.
And more pitches now for Peavy.
And this is tap foul, so it's 0-2. Still looking at that ball.
He might not see another pitch.
I think they're watching a replay of themselves.
Yes, I do. Well, certainly a moment that family will never forget.
So it costs Peavy 3 extra pitches, and that'll end the inning. For the Giants, it'll be Brandon Crawford to lead things off.
By authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Get all of your Bay Area sports information from wherever you are with the new CSNBayArea.com app. You can check out scores, articles, and columns from CSNBayArea.com insiders. The new CSNBayArea.com app is available now on iTunes. I guess if you're Andrew Susak, what you do here is you just become a good listener.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I think, young catchers learn a lot from old pitchers.
Here's Crawford, who takes a big sweeping curveball for a strike.
There's not a guy who's ever played this game as a pitcher and pitched for over a decade, as PB has, that doesn't have preference to how he wants to be received as a catcher. He wants a catcher to set up a certain way. He wants him to use different sides of the plate at different times of the count. There's a certain rhythm that he wants him to keep, whether it be quick or slow. Quick with nobody on, slow it down with men on base. I mean, a 10-year veteran pitcher will tell a catcher all those things.
Crawford rolls this one, and it's going to kick foul, so he'll get to see another pitch.
As a catcher, your job is to make that guy out there on the hill comfortable. The rhythm you choose to work at, the way you set your target, those things I think are always equally as important as putting down the fingers.
Yep. Well, I don't think there's any doubt Susac has won some of these guys over.
Oh, he's fantastic.
High to Crawford.
But you think that, you know, he's got some pretty good people to follow. I mean, if you watch Buster Posey, which I think the real gift of Posey's ability as a catcher is to plug into the guy's rhythm.
Sharply hit to Gobert. Crawford's going to be retired.
And Posey controls a guy. I mean, and he relaxes a pitcher the way that he receives the ball. And Susac, the same type of receiver. A lot going on out there to be a catcher.
So here's Dominguez. Dominguez struck out in the second inning. A lot going on here. There's a pitch down low to Dominguez.
Well, the rodeo is in town. Saw a bunch of bull riders here a couple nights ago. It's a good looking lid right there.
Yeah, it is. Some guys can pull it off.
You know, that's true about a cowboy hat. You either can do it or you can't.
See, if you flip-flop those hats, it wouldn't work.
Would not work.
No. Dominguez 2-2.
I think we should do that this offseason. I think we should get a cowboy hat.
What, and just say we have one or walk around with it on?
No, we should wear it every day.
Stop it. 2 balls and 2 strikes as Dominguez steps out. I think you have to have a certain attitude to wear a cowboy hat. Yeah, I'm not sure I have it. My dad had it. Strike 3 called. Dominguez is gone. Your dad could pull it off. That's probably more our style right there. A safari when we're not even close to a safari.
See,
That I would put popcorn in.
I could not pull that off.
That's a popcorn cap. Perez looks at a strike. I mean, in all honesty, if you look at, and we have the different caps and hats, and it will tell you a lot about the person without even knowing them.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's as personable as a thing that you could wear. Has everything to do with attitude. What do you call it?
Attitude.
Attitude.
I could look at a guy with a hat and I could tell you if I want to hang with that guy or not. If he was awake. Foul back. Perez chases a high fastball.
Now there you go.
Yeah.
You can hang with her. That is a one of a kind. She's rocking it.
It's 2-2.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah. Full count to Perez with Peavy to follow. She pulls it off.
Oh, no doubt. It's a good one. 2 good ones.
Yeah. Hit out into right center field for Cameron Maybin, and that is going to end the inning. And so far, he's the winner.
Oh,
1-0 Giants.
No cattle though. By the Toyota Prius, and today they're all lined up wanting autographs, had their smiles on, had their colors on. Everybody was happy. Oh yeah, Gamer Babes were here, front row seats. Everybody on a sunny day, and even Mike Muldowney, one of our there's Linda, part of our staff, and Benny, of course, always got a smile. Sammer's got a grin going. And Rick, of course, who always is going to root for his beloved Buckeyes. Meanwhile, out of the Cove.
We got to do a game from right there. Here's Venable, who takes a pitch wide, 1 ball and no strikes.
And I could do that.
And a base hit to right field, just past Duffy. So Venable is aboard. He represents the tying run in this game.
Well, the girls gone wild card. Go Giants. Making a splash for Niecy's 50th birthday. Well, happy birthday, Niecy.
Here's Spangenberg. And Venable goes, and a swing and a foul off the foot of Spangenberg. Spangenberg is bounced out and he's flied out. Peavy at the belt. We'll watch Venable. He does not go. And this is line past Belt. And Venable with good speed. He's going to end up at third, and into second is Spangenberg with a double.
Boy, he dropped the head on that. Right down and in. Belt holding the runner on. It opened up a hole, and Spangenberg finds it. So a nice play there from Juan Cruz to cut that off and get it in quickly to keep Venable at third base. And very quickly, Jeremy Affeld's going to head down to the Giants bullpen.
So here's Grandal. Grandal is going to take wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Grandal has walked twice. And he skies this one into center field. Brown's coming in. He's going to make the catch. His throw is going to go to third. And this game is tied.
Nice at bat.
So a sacrifice fly. And Seth Smith will come up. Smith is 2 for 2. And it's wide, 1 ball and no strikes.
Walked out of the ballpark last night. One of the guards said, "Hey, I got a tongue twister for you." What's that? Seth Smith, Smith Seth. Say it 3 times fast. I had no chance.
No.
Seth Smith, Smith Seth. So try that at home.
1 ball and no strikes. There's a strike.
Guards now, they can be very entertaining. They should give you things to think about. Beautiful day on McCovey Cove.
This is hit to Duffy. Duffy will make the play, and Spangenberg moves to third. And here's Solarte. Solarte has bounced out twice. And a strike on the inside corner.
Love the light of September as we get close to October. It's the best time of year in baseball.
Down the left field line and out of play.
And I think that look at McCovey Cove is a look we've never seen before, and it's fantastic.
Yep.
I mean, it says it all. Lazy day, kayaks, surfboards, all kinds of boats. Beautiful.
And Dominguez is going to make the catch. And that's going to end the inning. Not an easy play. And Peavy will walk off the mound. It's a tie ball game. Hang in there, Chris Dominguez. And it's a snow cone. It's 1-1.
Our fan photo contest. We've got a lot of great ones to choose from. If you want to send yours in, make sure you tweet at #CSNBA fan photo. Put your name in your hometown today. Check this out. Kruk and Kipe, one of the best ones all season. Matt Jones, Sydney, Australia, international, celebrating the at SF Giants playoff clinch with none other than Lucille. What's he doing down under, guys?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Lucille gets around.
Yeah, he does.
Here's Duvall, and Duvall's going to take high and wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Duvall pops this one up into center field. It actually is a little bit more than a pop up. He hits it pretty well. Our Togo's big play, the Togo's way, and it's Gary Brown, his first big league hit, as he lays down a really nice bunt, and he beats it up. He earned it. Authenticate that baseball for Gary Brown. So Brown's 1 for 2. Bounces this one. Amarista charging. 2 outs. And here's Duffy. Duffy is 1 for 2. His last at bat, he lined out to the right fielder Venable. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch is high. It's 2-0. 1-1 here at AT&T Park. At the knees, 2 balls and 1 strike. And a curveball, 2-2.
Hey, the Gamer Babes from Reading showed up. All right, nice going. About time you got here. Been waiting for you.
So 3-2 to Duffy with Belt on deck. And this is a base hit up the middle for Duffy.
He can hit. 3 good at bats for Duffy today. And he really uses the middle of the field so beautifully. It's one of his strengths. We're watching a lot of these guys coming out of the Giants minor league system with a very, very small hand action to get themselves loaded. It's a bit of a wrapper, but his hands stay very still, and you can wrap and still be in position once that foot drops down. And he does it beautifully.
Same scenario in the first inning when Belt doubled down the right field line to knock in Duffy from first. High to Belt. Susac is on deck. So Belt looking down to Tim Flannery. Somewhere is the hit the ball over the fence sign. stroke to left, but Smith is standing there, and that'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, one left. Sixth inning coming up. We'll have a new pitcher. It's 1-1.
Giants Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by New York Life and the agent of the game.
Well, fan appreciation is tomorrow, the final regular season home game. It'll be against these Padres. Guns have an opportunity to win special prizes from Giants sponsors such as Safeway, Chevron, Sports Authority, StubHub, Levi's. One lucky fan is going to win a grand prize, a 2014 Toyota RAV4. So join us for Fan Appreciation Day. For tickets, visit sfgiants.com. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
New pitcher now for the Giants is going to be Jeremy Affeldt. 62nd time that he's come in. Good body of work. He's had an outstanding season. 38 strikeouts against 14 walks and 53 and a third.
And it's Amarista who takes a call strike. It'll be Amarista, Gobert, and Maybin here in the sixth.
Meanwhile, out in the Garden, got it going out there today.
They do. My goodness.
We always say, if you ever get separated from your group here at the ballpark, meet up at the Garden.
Amarista's gone on 3 pitches.
That was pretty much see you later. Folks, you want to see what a big league curveball looks like? Yuck!
That's not fair.
That is not fair. That's as good a curveball as you can throw. And the guy's feeling pretty good when he's snapping them off like that.
Here's Gobert. Strikeout and a ground ball. And Gobert gets hit. And that'll bring up Cameron Maybin.
Let's take a look. Right above the elbow. And how he can't even rub that, is I have no idea. That hurts. Good outing today from Jake Peavy. He's got to feel pretty good about his final tune-up before the Giants head off into the playoffs. So he's ready. Whatever situation is given him, I'm sure he'll feel quite confident taking the assignment.
Keeping an eye on Gobert, who's got a couple of steals this year. And he fouls this one high down the right field line, and that's going to curl out of play.
Eagles fans coming in to see the Giants game today, going to probably catch a little football tomorrow. All the way from South Philly, we think.
And they could be actually from South San Francisco. We wouldn't know for sure.
Could be.
So the 0-2 pitch is down low, 1-2.
These are big at bats for Cameron Maybin. I mean, he's right at 240. And what really is the difference between 240 and 239? A lot.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hit in the 240s. I hit in the high 239s.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference. Well, hockey is right around the corner. Check out the Sharks taking on the Jets for their home opener this Saturday, or actually Saturday, October 11th. You'll see right on Comcast Sportsnet California. So check it out if y'all want to wish the Sharks the best of luck this season.
Stultz takes wide, 1 ball and no strikes.
Yep. Nacho's so good, they make you put your mitt down.
Hit into the hole. Crawford on the backhand. His throw is on the money, and that'll end the inning. Susac, Arias, Crawford coming up.
Is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers, offering business and personal insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. Visit us at hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Now, Giants fans, the next time you're looking to pick up great seats to a game, head to StubHub, where you can earn 2% back in fan rewards on every purchase, including, that's right, Giants tickets. Plus, with all-in pricing, there are no surprise fees at checkout. I hate that. StubHub, your ticket to upgrades and more.
Just a lazy day out in the cove. Well, that's how you spend a good weekend right there.
Susac singled in the 3rd inning. And here he takes wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Susac, Arias, Crawford. swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Changeup has really been a good pitch for Stoltz today.
Arias on deck. It's 2-1 to Susac. Tapped up the middle. Amarista's going to spin and throw, and Gobert digs it out. Nice play, 1 out.
That's the big leagues. Talked about how special of an athlete Amarista is. I mean, not many guys can be effective at shortstop, second base, and play center field. Play all 3 of the positions up the middle, and this guy can do it. Everett Cabrera on the shelf right now, so Amarista goes right into the shortstop position and has played it beautifully. That was a great play.
There's Arias, who fouls it back.
The 360. Not a problem. All on a day's work.
Arias pops it up right near the bag at second. Arias is retired. He's 0 for 3 today. And here's Crawford. Crawford is 0 for 2. Hit his 10th home run here on a Friday night. It was the game where the Giants had a big lead, lost the lead, came back.
What do we have here? That's a kite. Who comes up with that?
I don't know. It's pretty cool though.
Now, if I'm a kid and I come across this guy,
I'm going to run like crazy.
I am gone. Guy's got an octopus on his head.
He does have an octopus on his head. 2-1 pitch to Crawford. 3-1 to Crawford.
So where would you wear that?
You know what? I think you wear that to. There's Crawford down the right field line. Foul.
Nice play.
You wear it to Beach Blanket Babylon. That's where you wear it.
Oh, man. Things moving around.
Crawford bounces this one to second. And that'll end the inning. So here, as we head now to the 7th, it remains a 1-1 game.
The Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Toyota Game Summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Stultz has been good. Peavy was very good. Grandal has had a really good series with a couple of home runs. Belt is heating up at the right time. So FL will go out for inning number 2. And Venable takes a strike.
Well, he does want a selfie with Amy G, and there's a lot of guys here that would like a selfie with Amy G. She takes a good picture. She's Amy G.
And that pitch is down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. There you go. Amy G really the hit of the celebration on Friday night.
She did a fantastic job from the Giants clubhouse. And really enjoyed getting a champagne shower.
I wanted to go over to the octopus. Amy, can you interview the octopus for us, please? Yeah, it's right there.
From the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Two and 1 to Venable. Here's the octopus.
And Amy's got to chase it down now.
2 and 2 to Venable. You never quite know what you're going to see at the ballpark. You know, Affeld doesn't want to walk Venable. That would put the leadoff hitter on here in the 7th. And Venable breaks his bat as Duffy is going to make the play. 1 out.
Well, there's a new morning telecast in town. It's Telemundo 48 Primera Edición, the Bay Area's only Spanish language morning news with live news, weather, and traffic. So tell your friends and watch Telemundo 48 Primera Edición weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m.
Here's Spangenberg. Spangenberg doubled in the 5th. Duffy, off balance throw, not in time.
Well, that's a Spangenberg special right there. He can run. And I'm not sure how cleanly Duffy got the ball out of his mitt, but the pressure was on immediately with the swing and bunt. And as Spangenberg was coming down that line, sniff and hit, he laid out a pretty good time. And he indeed beats it out. So activity now very quickly in the Giants bullpen. George Cantos. It looks like Hunter Strickland is going to join him.
So here's Grandal. And Grandal takes wide. Smith is on deck. Smith's the left-handed hitter. There's a strike. So Susak's going to go out and have a word. Yeah, one of our favorite spots is the Giardelli counter. That's looking into the crowd. Can we maybe beg for one of those? Is that possible?
Oh, yeah, it's always possible.
Here's the 1-1, and it's low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah. Yep. Oh. Doesn't want to be on camera.
Give me my Sunday and take a hike.
Leave me alone. Runner goes. Good jump from his knees. Susac, no chance. Is Spangenberg his 3rd stolen base of the year?
Going on first move. I mean, that's, you know, you have one-way leads. You get way off the base, and you're going on first move. You're either going to second base in a steal attempt, or you're going back to first base.
Yeah.
There's no hold your ground. It's you're either moving one way or the other, and he was going first move to second. Ooh, good pitch. And Affel wanted it, and I don't blame him. Taking a look at the curveball. Just a bit low, perhaps.
Runner goes. Got him. So another stolen base for Spangenberg.
Well, he pitched a good time. I mean, you get a pitch, if you're a base runner with speed, like Spangenberg is, you get a 2-2 pitch where the pitcher's ticked off about it, should have had the guy struck out. All of a sudden, he'll lose his concentration to the runner because he's upset about a call he didn't get from a pitcher or from an umpire. Now he gets back in, he's thinking about striking a guy out, boom, that's when you go. And Spangenberg picked a great time. And that's good baseball instinct right there.
Here's Smith. Smith takes a strike.
If you're a player, you can sense emotion from your opponent. You can use that to your advantage. And I think that's exactly what Spangenberg did.
Swing and maybe a foul into the glove of Susac.
You can watch Spangenberg at the bottom of your screen right. First motion. And Affel throws a great pitch. I mean, he winds up striking out Grandal. But it was almost like he didn't even care about Spangenberg, and Spangenberg took advantage of it.
Tap slowly. Crawford waits, has it, throws, got him, inning over. Affel with 2 good innings. Dominguez, Perez, pinch hitter coming up. Game as Chris Dominguez is going to lead things off. Dominguez has struck out twice. Here he takes a pitch low and away. 1 ball and no strikes.
He's got good power. 20 homer year at Fresno.
Rolls this one to short. Amarista will make the play. Let's check out our McDonald's True Stories. September 27th, 1989. The Giants needed a win to clinch the National League West. Scott Grell tossed a great game, allowing 1 run and 3 hits, but the Giants lost 1-0. However, in order to clinch, the Giants now need San Diego to lose, and the Giants watch from Dodger Stadium visiting Clubhouse. Padres lose at home to the Reds 2-1 in 13, and that's it. The celebration began. The Giants clinched the division. I remember that.
Oh, like it was yesterday. Came off the field. We had lost that game 1-0, so we went into the training room and we were listening to this old transistor, and the antenna was a coat hanger.
A little different back then, huh?
And we were all kind of couldn't hear much, and the trainer Mark Latano was kind of getting you could hear he had a headset and he was listening to it, kind of relaying what was being said, because we really weren't getting much clarity in the radio. And in the main part of the clubhouse was just a herd of media. The only way we could find a safe haven to listen to the game was in the trainer's room. Then somebody found a radio that was working, and it was in the washroom, which was literally about a 12 by 15 room, maybe not even. So all of us, about 40 guys, went in there, and we're all huddled around listening to a radio. And Padres were losing by a run to the Reds, and Norm Charlton was on the hill for the Reds. He got the second out, and then all of a sudden, I think it was Chris James who might have been the Padre hitter. He comes up. We heard strike 1, and everybody got closer, and we heard strike 2, and everybody got closer, and then we heard strike, and we never heard him say 3. We erupted.
To left field, and Smith puts it away.
And it was let the party begin.
Hunter Pence is going to hit, so this will get Pence into a game, and his consecutive games played streak is going to move forward. This will be consecutive game number 382. His streak of starting games stopped at 331. So the good folks here at the ballpark acknowledging Hunter Pence. And here he takes a called strike. He's a hard guy to give a day off to, just because of his energy and the great shape that he stays in. And he's got a motor unlike a lot of guys, where it just goes.
It's an Indy race car motor is what it is. This is his first pinch hit roll of the year.
Wraps this one into the gap. Smith coming over, and he's going to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. We'll move on to the 8th. It remains 1-1.
game last night. It was the annual Willie Mack Award ceremony. The 2014 winner, Madison Bumgarner. A lot of former Willie Mack Award winners were here to celebrate Madison. Willie McCovey's daughter, Allison, threw out the ceremonial first pitch. It is the most coveted honor to get on this Giants team because it's voted on the most inspirational player, and it's voted on by the players themselves, the coaching staff, the trainers, and Willie Mack himself. And Mike Krukow, you did a good job. Let's get it up to you.
He did a good job. Absolutely.
Well, it's an emotional day.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Hunter Strickland, new pitcher now for Bruce Bochy, and boy, has he opened eyes since he's been called up. 8 strikeouts in 6 innings, no walks, 5 hits, and got his first big league save in Los Angeles against the Dodgers, and certainly a game that you will not forget anytime soon. It was the 13-inning game. Strickland with a high velocity fastball slider. He's got a split. We haven't seen it yet.
Well, the thing that impresses, I think, most all of us, other than the velocity, is his ability to throw strikes.
I mean, he's really got a compact motion, and he's not an overthrower. He's not a guy that looks like he's maxing out. It comes out of his hands very easily.
Pulled on the ground, fouled.
And with his motion and his velocity, what he will learn up here is that, velocity is important. It's always important. But location is even more important. And when you can combine the two, that's when you can get into rare territory, because there aren't many guys that can do it. But you can see why the Giants are excited about this youngster.
And that fastball is high. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's the other thing about this guy. It's the intangible that is so essential for closers. You got to have a mean streak in you, and you've got to have that presence, and he's got them. It's the it factor, and it really is what makes or breaks a closer. Never gets old.
You just signed those?
We did.
1 ball and 2 strikes. We saw Crawford adjust to a better hop, and he makes the play. So here's Amarista. Amarista is 0 for 3. More work for Crawford. 2 outs. And here's Gobert. Giants in the 8th inning. They'll have the top of the order coming up. It'll be Gary Brown. Maybe that we will see a new pitcher. One ball and no strikes. Gobert hit on the elbow in the 6th inning by Affelt. And it's low 2-0. Maben is on deck. He would hit if Gobert reaches here in the 8th. And a big bouncer foul. You can see Gobert really realizing he had to get the bat going, and he was way out in front. It's 2-1. There's Dave Dravecky.
His wife Jan. Join a ball game. What a great teammate. An amazing guy.
Another jerk.
Yeah. He and Dave Roberts right out of the same mold.
My goodness. Out of play, 2-2. Yeah, one of the former Willie Mack Award winners, Dave Dravecky, as he was introduced. I'll say this, our staff here that puts together the on-field ceremonies, they never disappoint us.
Oh, no, it was a special night.
Really a great night. And he got him. Top of the order coming up. It's 1-1.
Live at 12:30. You'll see it right here at Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. It's going to be Robbie Erlin taking on Chris Heston. So Heston getting his first big league start. You'll see it right here. It's Oktoberquest on Comcast Sportsnet. The final game of the regular season. The home of your Giants is Comcast Sportsnet.
And here's Gary Brown to lead things off. Brown looks at a strike, facing the hard-throwing right-hander Dale Thayer. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change, tune-up, and repair experts. Brown with a little flare, and it's going to be foul. Right into the party well.
Numbers for Dale Thayer, 70th time he's coming. He's been a workhorse for Bud Black. Nice season, 61 strikeouts and 64 2/3 against 14 walks. Look at the ERA, 2.09. You're right. He's a hard thrower with lots of movement, low three-quarter release. Basically a sinker slider guy. He will throw some changeups to lefties.
Brown out of play.
And Dale Thayer is a guy we were talking about last night when John was over here, Dwayne. You don't even need to look at him and see his number to know who he is, just because of his facial hair. Quite unique.
This is a jam shot, and Brown's going to beat it out easily. So Brown's got 2 big league hits And they haven't left the infield. Atta babe.
Atta babe. Little jam shot. And it was going to be a tough play to begin with. And by the time Spangenberg got to the ball, it was just too long of an exchange. And Garrett Brown, with his head down, just busted through, gets himself his second big league hit.
I might have just found the captain of the ground attack right there.
Hey, man.
Here's Duffy, who's had a good day. He's got a couple of hits. And he shoots one foul at 92, no balls and one strike. Duffy's only out was a line drive to Will Venable in right field. This has popped out of play again. Oh, and 2. Braun and Duffy both looking at Tim Flannery. Foul back. Really hard to put something on when there's 2 strikes on the hitter. The only thing you could possibly put on would be just the straight steal. Another 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Look out.
Boy, he's trying to go to right field. Jake Gobert holding the runner on at first base for the Padres. A big hole in that right side of the infield. And we've seen Matt Duffy with outstanding bat control since he showed up at the big leagues. And with a very good ability to hit the right field. And that's where he's trying to go.
Runner goes, fouled out of play.
Well, there's a straight steal you're talking about.
Yep, and Duffy in the swing mode. Oh, and 2. Up the middle. Amarista flips it. That's 1. And now the ball gets away. And Duffy is on the move, and he's going to make it. So the Giants get a runner in scoring position. Amarista really makes a nice play.
Well, and a young mistake, too, from Corey Spangenberg. This is a great place from Amarista to take away a hit, and perhaps Spangenberg with a throw that should never have been made. Goes wide of Gobert, the first baseman. And this is a great play right here. From the glove, he flips it. It takes Spangenberg into an awkward position. They do get the force out. And that's a nice play right there. And Spangenberg should have just eaten it. But the overthrow from Spangenberg is going to take the bat out of the hands of Brandon Belt.
Yep.
And the baby giraffe people not happy.
Yeah, do not tick that group off. So Belt will take the free pass, and here's Susak. Susak is 1 for 3. No balls and 1 strike.
In defense of Susak's, they play a shallow set in center and in right field. Now he's got some power, but with Maven and Venable, they're not showing him a lot of respect on the right side, and they're bunching that gap in right center.
So that last pitch runs in hard to Susak. Way outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
They are a low 3/4 slinger. Strong.
Three and 1.
Boy, the one thing you don't want to do if you're Thayer is walk a runner to third base with less than 2 outs. This has got to be a good pitch to hit. He has to get it in the strike zone.
And the walk.
And an easy take.
Well, we're going to get a pinch hitter, and it's going to be the Panda.
That's going to bring out Darren Balsley, the pitching coach for the Padres. Balsley's going to give Thayer a little 2-pitch or 3-pitch plan here. What we've seen from Sandoval since he's been climbing out of his little slump is that he's been used in the middle of the ballpark a lot, hitting a lot of baseballs back up the middle.
Giants can take the lead here in the 8th. They've got Duffy at third, Belt at second, and Susak at first. Sandoval in the game last night went 0 for 4. However, on Friday he was 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Challenge right off the bat.
They're going right at him, and you've got to have that. If you're a relief pitcher in this situation, you have to just say, here, I'm going to put the pressure on the hitter, and he did with that first pitch. Now he's got 2 shots to go to a corner. And again, the fastball, and he elevates above the letters, and he may keep climbing.
So it's 0-2 to Sandoval.
100% pure strikeout situation for Thayer.
Out of play.
Yeah, he just keeps going up the ladder with the fastball. Now, Sandoval is one of the few guys that you can throw 3 ladder climbing fastballs right across the letters and higher under the chin, and then drop a back foot slider in the dirt, and he can cover it. He literally could hit the ball from his shoe tops to the top of his cap.
Got him.
But not here. Thayer stays his fastballs, and in a fastball strikeout situation, he gets it.
Well, Sandoval, I mean, look, he's got to think he got what he wanted.
Fastball's up, you're right.
So here's Crawford. Now Crawford and the Giants need a hit or a mistake by the Padres. Crawford is 0 for 3, but he's got 67 RBIs on the season. And he shoots this one to right. It's going to fall. Duffy scores. Belt scores. Crawford knocks it a pair. How about that?
And we're going to make Brandon Crawford our Honda player of the game. And what an at bat. They send an outside corner. It comes away from the intended target, middle in at the belt. And he throws it out to right field, and he tacks 2 more RBIs and make that a 69 RBI season. And he is our Honda player of the game.
Well, Thair's got to be thinking, my goodness, struck out Sandoval. And I am almost out of the inning. And here comes Bud Black. So Thair is going to be unhappy with this outing. The Giants have taken the lead. It's 3-1, and we'll be back.
October Quest with pregame coverage 1 hour before every game and postgame coverage after the final out. Plus, CNBayAreas.com's Andrew Baggerly traveling with the team. Sportsnet Central. Check it out.
Giants are the 3-1 lead.
New pitcher now for San Diego will be the right-hander RJ Alvarez. Take a look at his numbers. It's the 10th time that he's come in. 8 strikeouts and 7 2/3. He's got good stuff. You'll see mid to high 90s with big time movement on the fastball, hard slider for the most part. 2-pitch guy. A little low 3/4 sling. Pretty much the same type of delivery that we just saw from Thayer. Alvarez does have a changeup. You won't see many of them. The right-handed hitters, though.
1-0 to Dominguez. Swing and a miss. Tied him up. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Gary Brown, a 2-hit day. Matt Duffy, a 2-hit day. Good productivity at the top of the Giants lineup today. The bullpen, Santiago Casilla getting ready. He will pitch the 9th.
Dominguez fouls it back. It's 1-2. All eyes will be on the Arizona-St. Louis game tonight. at least for those interested in what may happen this week. Certainly the Pirates will be keeping an eye on that. Here's the 1-2, and he got him, and that'll end the inning. 96. Giants take the lead. Casilla coming out. It's 3-1 Giants.
Bay Area Investigative Unit led by Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski. They're an award-winning team of 15 journalists dedicated to holding the powerful accountable. The investigative unit on NBC Bay Area. We investigate.
3-1. Easy, girls. Don't scare me like that, for crying out loud.
Soccer players. Gamer babes.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and auto service. Your oil change, tune-up, and repair experts.
Shades of Brandy Chastain. Well, new pitcher now for the Giants, Santiago Casilla, coming in for the 54th time. Casilla with 18 saves out of 22 opportunities. This is a save opportunity.
And he'll be facing Cameron Maybin. Maybin is 0 for 2. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Pablo Sandoval stays in after the pinch hitting appearance. He's at third. Swinging a foul. It's 0-2. Rivera is on deck. That would be Rene Rivera. And that's going to be a tough play. Casilla's got it, throws, got him. Nice play.
Well, Casilla was the only guy who's going to have a chance on that one. If he doesn't get off the mound quickly and backs up into a position, Matt Duffy was going to have no chance at second base. Nice play.
I mean, that's a hard play. Think about it. You're backpedaling down a slope.
Yeah, you're looking up at the sun. I mean, there's nothing easy about the play.
So here's Babe Rivera. So here's Rivera. Rivera skies one into center field. Brown back at the wall, and he makes the catch.
As Gary Brown learns to hit at this level, one thing you will never, ever have to worry about, and that's his glove. I mean, he could go get him. And this is not an easy play with the sun and the drift. See the reflection in the glasses. Using a real dark lens out there out of necessity. Sweet spot.
Almost as if that glove was talking to him while he was drifting back. It's Casilla with the acknowledgement, and here's Will Venable. And a strike, and it's 0-1. William is 1 for 4. Good crowd today, 41,157 now in unison getting out of their seats. The ball game. So a high fastball, Venable swinging, and the Giants with 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. They take game 3 of the series, and I think more than anything, it obviously is nice to get a win, but it's also nice to see Jake Peavy pitch well, the bullpen pitch well, and Crawford got the big hit.
Well, and some rookies get the first out of the way. It was Gary Brown's first start, and he got his first hit, got a couple of hits. But a nice day here at the yard, and just keep the momentum going. And for Jake Peavy, he was fantastic.
So for the Giants, win number 87 on the season, and we will close out the regular season tomorrow. Final score, Giants 3, Padres 1. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews, and the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio.